1981 Volkswagen Scirocco S. I'm gonna die. Oh, you scum! Oh, look at this dipshit. I'm the other dipshit. Anyway, 81 Scirocco S. It's a cool car. I always lusted after one. Long ago. Hey guys, you want to wave at me? Yeah, look at them all. Wave. Hey, look at me. You're not looking at me. Look at me. Wave at me. It is a thrill. I know it is. You got mittens on. It's thrilling. Thank you. I do. I appreciate the accolades. Oh, get out of the way. This is a slug, man. Oh, this sucks. It hardly moves at all. Where are the pedals? I mean, oh my God. I'm going to have to assist it by pedaling. I don't want to do that. It sucks. All right, what I'm going to do is go back here. I'm glad this is on the left-hand drive, though, because this is the kind I would have bought. You know, way back when I was lusting after them. They were cool. I really thought they were cool. And I'm gonna have to do the upgrade a Rooney. Upgrade a Rooney. Alright, fine. I'm gonna do it. You know, it's got about 300 horsepower versus, what did they say, 74? I thought it had at least nearly, it had 90 to about 100. Alright, let's do it. Here we are. Okay, this is my upgraded mobile. Don't hit me if some dumbass. Now look. I have an obligation to pull up and let these people cheer for me because they wanted to come to see me and it's just got to be done. So I'm doing it. Yay. Look at the arms waving, clapping, a little bit of jumping around. So that's good. It's wonderful. Now everybody's happy. They got to look at me. And now, let's see what this... you know, the rest of these peeps. Look, they're up there up top jumping. Oh, no. What am I doing? It's nice looking. I'm running over some sort of roped off shit. I don't want to be doing this. I just want to get out on a road. Leave me alone. It's a front-wheel drive. I don't know. It doesn't seem too bad. Fourth gear. This is a lot of snow. Much more snow than before. Wow, it is. It's doing well, though. Hey. I don't like your attitude about everything. And you're not even... Look at you. This must be a heroin addict or something. Look at that. I can't be around that kind of creature. Uh-oh. Nope. Nope, I don't want to go back in there. I'm happy with my upgraded Scirocco. And that's back in there where you get to get it more upgraded or have people cheer for you. I'm having that happen. They're doing it. Why am I hearing tunes? I don't want to that. I'll be hearing soon. Oh, my God. Oh. Okay. I figured it out. Took about 3 days, 3.5. The radio was on. Well, get in your lane and drive like a human. Car does pretty good. It is the fastest one, but it's not crazy. That Porsche I was driving a little while ago, that was nuts. And it was a rear drive, too. I mean, you know, you're always fighting the back of that car, trying to get in front of you. It can be a challenge. It can be fun. But then when it becomes unfun and becomes deadly or crippling, hurtful, painful, destructive, expensive, you know, all those things, it's not as fun. It's like, I don't know, should have just got a GTI or something. I like the GTI. I like the GLI. I mean, that car, I had an 84 GLI. That was so much fun back in the day. Oh, swiping of your side. You know, it was a 5-speed. I think it weighed about as much as a case of beer. And it had 90 horsepower. But it was fun. I had a lot of fun in it. I was really thrilled to have it. And I don't know what it was. It was, I forget how old. It was an 84. And when I got it, it was probably a few years old. You know, it was still nice. It wasn't brand new, but it was real nice. And then it became unnice eventually because, you know, this stuff happens to it. One of the things that happened to it, I'll tell you, I was merging onto a, you know, kind of a high-speed-ish highway area. And it was a merge area, and there was a lot of traffic. So the people in the merging lane that I was in, you know, there'd be some stoppage and looking around, and then when they saw a spot, you'd go. You know, it wasn't you could just flow in. You'd have to stop, and everybody's semi kind of inching their way up, and the guy in front of me took off. So, ow, just like that. The guy, he took off, and there was plenty, you know, because I'm seeing what he's seeing. I'm looking left, too, at the oncoming traffic. I saw the gap that he saw. I saw him take off. And then I glanced to the left just to make sure there's still, you know, it's all still groovy, and it was. And while I'm still looking left, I'm hitting the gas. And then I spin forward just as I run into the back of the guy that was in front of me that I thought had taken off, but for some reason changed his mind and stopped. And I hit the gas as I'm spinning, and the car was taking off all forcefully forward, and I rammed right into the back of him. And it was just It was, and I was going down. I have a brother that lived somewhere else, and I was going to see him. And we were going to we were going to be rock stars at that time. And, so I was bringing down some music stuff. And also, I had this Tupperware container with a partially cooked steak in it and some other food. We were going to eat that too. Have some booze, eat the food, and do some music. And I had that guy. That steak was sitting on top of a guitar amp I had in the back seat, in like this container. It wasn't Tupperware because the lid wasn't actually sealed. So I slammed into the guy, and the steak and all that shit came flying forward. I think the steak slapped up against the windshield and slithered down the dash. It did come up into the front area. I don't remember exactly what happened with the steak, but, we'll say it hit the windshield and slid down the dash and ended up on the floor. It did come out of its container and end up in uncleanly places, but we ate the steak anyway later. I threw it back in the container, and we washed it off later and ate it. We cooked it. We finished cooking it and ate it. I know. But that was the first crash of that 1984 Jetta GLI. Then it was another day. I was coming home from work, and I'm coming down a fairly busy 2-lane roads each way. It's not a highway, you can be turning left and right and across it and everything. Mildly speedy. People are going 45, 50 in there all the time. And I'm coming down the road in the left-hand side of my lane, the 2 lanes I have, and I see a van sitting there in the oncoming lane, and I'm knowing it's because it's stopped-ish, and I know, well, it's going to turn down this road. There's a road there that I'm coming at, and I know the van is stopping so that after I go by, it'll make its turn and go down that road after I go by. So I'm just continuing on, and suddenly it just goes right in front of me. And it had a bunch of kids in the van, and I see all these kid faces. And I jerk the wheel as much as I can. I hit the back end-ish, the back wheel and the back area of the van. And my car completely spins around and ends up in a parking lot on the right side of the road. I was going the way I was going, and off to my right, I ended up in a parking lot there of a place that sold water ice. So, nobody was hurt. My car was hurt. It messed it up. It banged and bent up. It jammed. The suspension and shit's never going to be the same because, I wasn't going to pay to have all that fixed again. It was the insurance company totaled it. They said, nah, this thing's damaged. It's done. And they gave me a check for the value of the car. I kept the car, though. And I kept driving it for a while. It wasn't right. It totally wasn't right. The right wheel was like 1.5 inches back from the left wheel in the front. It was not good. So I got a chain and re-wrapped it around a tree. I wrapped it around a tree and backed the car up really hard. I pulled some of the crap out just by force of the car. So I got it lined up a little better. Very crude, very bad. But I kept the car rolling. But this was once, really nice. It was a nice car, and I was so excited about it. Now it's just this thing that, I was like, I'm going to keep it rolling. I need a car. But it's not that nice, fun car anymore. It's already been through 2 accidents. And then you know, I mean, I drove it in that condition for a while, and it was all right. And then my brother ended up with it, you know, and it was still a functioning car. It would drive. You could go places in it. It just wasn't what it was originally when I bought it. It just wasn't. Oh, I didn't mean to honk. I meant to do that. But this is the Scirocco. And it was fun. It's not my GLI, but, you know, I mean, it's the same lineage of it. You know, the car that wasn't... It wasn't extremely powerful or anything. But it was a lot of fun. I had fun with my GLI, and, you know, these are related, so I'm always... yeah, I like this era of the old VWs. I don't want to try to have one now because there's so much trouble, but I do have fond memories of this stage. Mark 1 of this stuff. I had it. I had GLI. I also had 2 Rabbits, 2 Beetles of my own, and now there's a 3rd Beetle, too, in the family. My son has one. And now I have a Golf R myself. So, you know, we're Volkswagens for quite a while. My first car was a 1960 Volkswagen Beetle.